Hey guys, it's Luke Tabor with Luke Tabor Archery, where I do hunting videos, trick archery demos, and gear reviews, as well as many other things. And today, we're going to be doing something very exciting, and that is unboxing a demo bow from Black Widow Custom Bows. Now, the way to get these demo bows is you can go on their website at blackwidowbows.com, and you can go to their in-stock bows. This is a custom bow building company, and their wait list is typically 6 months, but they have bows that they will build and then they take them to the shows and they sell them. But in between then, you can go on there and pay full price for the bow. They will ship the bow to you. You can try it out and then you can send it back. And I will say that this bow was planned to be a demo bow for me while they build my existing bow that I have on order. However, I like this bow so much that I'm going to let them keep the money and I'm going to keep the bow, as well as I might keep my existing bow on order. You can never have too many Black Widow bows, you know what I mean? So we're going to get to it. I'm super excited to talk about this bow. Black Widow makes a phenomenal product. As you can see from the bows hanging behind me, I've been shooting Black Widow since I was 13. That's 13 years now, and so I'm a little biased, but they're a fantastic company. I used to shoot 21st Century, and before that I shot handmade bows, and I really like the company, really good people, and a phenomenal product. So gonna give my honest opinion about it, and we're gonna get right into it. So this is the box that it comes in. And in the box, you're going to receive the bow. I've only ever ordered 2 pieces, so I don't know how the 1 pieces come. Surely they come in a longer box. As far as the 2 pieces go, you're going to receive a nice cloth holder that the bow is going to be inside of. So there's 1 piece. We're going to set that up here. Here's the second piece. Now, as well in the box, you're going to have your string, and you're also going to get a magazine. Now, this is the 2024 magazine that goes over all their different kind of bows, from their recurves and their long bows to their kind of half and half, as well as all the different knickknacks that you need to make your archery journey happen. So we're going to get rid of this box. Don't need that anymore because I'm not sending the bow back. And we are going to get this thing strung up and talk about it. I will say that if you don't own a bowstringer, that's something that you're going to want to buy beforehand, because the demo bows do not come with a bowstringer. I believe that when you purchase a bow, it will come with a stringer, but the demo bows do not. I actually didn't even have a stringer when I received this bow. I was assuming it would come with a stringer, because all the way up to my 46-pound bow, I've always hand strung it. Anytime that I needed to adjust my brace height or do anything of that nature, I just hand strung it. I hand strung this bow 1 time, and that was enough for me. I decided that I wanted a stringer as I bare shaft tuned it and got it adjusted, because I was going to break my back over and over again adjusting this 53-pound bow. Now, this is a 61 pound at 28-inch bow, but at my 25.5-inch draw length, it's right at 53, which is that sweet spot for me. I wanted to know by demoing this bow whether or not I could shoot the 53 pounds, and to my surprise, because I'm 135 pounds soaking wet, I shoot it like butter. I really like this weight because it's just enough weight that, man, it throws an arrow, really throws an arrow. I've got it bare shaft tuned, and I've got my arrows right at about 470 grains, which is 8.8 grains per pound. So for every pound of the bow, the arrow weighs about 8.8 grains per pound of that bow weight, which for me, I really like that 8 to 9 grains per pound. I know a lot of guys say go at least 10. You know, some guys are 11, 12, you know, so that you can get that kinetic energy when you, whack, hit a deer with it. But I was getting pass-throughs with my 46-pound bow with the same weight arrow, so it stands to reason that if I can get a pass-through with that, I can get a pass-through with this, and this allows me to shoot targets at 30 yards with very minimal adjustment. I mean, it's really zooming through the air. So here in the future, here shortly, when I go and shoot some birds out of the air, that's going to come into big time play, how fast that arrow is going and how much I got to lead that bird. So without further ado, let's get this strung up. Here's my top one. Now, for those of you who haven't used a bow stringer, the big part goes on the back. Little part goes on the front. Then you just put your foot on it and push up. And then give it a little pop to make sure that it's seated. Now, the first thing that I will say about this bow is it is gorgeous. Black Widow makes a beautiful bow. There's a lot of guys out there that make good traditional bows, but Black Widow has done very well at making their bows very eye-appealing. And that's the most important part, is looking cool. Everybody knows that. So this bow is in carbon. This is the carbon version that they've been doing here lately. That's their newest thing. Now, when I demoed the bow, I didn't think I was going to be crazy about the carbon, because I'm big on traditional. You know, I really like the way that the wood veneers look, but I might actually order my next bow in carbon. I might put snakeskin on the front of this one, but the carbon is beautiful in and of itself. You can see both of my other bows. One of them is in ironwood and the other one is black and white ebony, and they're beautiful bows, but this is just a standalone in and of itself. It's just that different look. You know, I really like it. It's very clean, very clean cut. This is what I would imagine if I was going to go shoot in a tuxedo. I would want to be shooting the carbon longbow. Now, as well as the carbon, this has one other feature, and that is the Toby grip. Now, I've never shot the Toby grip. This was the only demo bow in this weight that was available for me to try out, was with the Toby grip. And I was like, oh shoot, you know, because I didn't think I would like it. Because online, when you look at the Toby grip, it's thicker on both sides. Now, I was thinking that must be for guys with, you know, bigger, beefier hands. As you can see, I'm 5'6", I've got smaller hands, so I didn't think that that was going to be it for me. But what I like about the Toby grip is it's got this nice flat back. I'll grab this 21st Century and show you here. Now, these are the kind of bows that I grew up shooting. That's a very flat, very low wrist, you know, quote unquote traditional longbow grip. And that's what I'm used to. Now, their standard grip, this is the one I started shooting when I was 13, is a little bit thinner. You can see on the grip here, it comes to not a point, but a little bit more of a point than the Toby grip. Now, you can still get, you know, a nice low wrist grip on that. It's just a little bit more of a point. Now, this is one that Toby, being the master craftsman that he is, this is a custom grip that Toby made for me. Now, I didn't design this grip, my dad did, but I thought I was going to love it, and I just don't like it as much as I thought I was going to. I think that my dad grew up shooting recurves with a little bit more of a high-risk grip, and that was his thing. I grew up shooting very traditional longbows, so I really like that low wrist, very flat back on my grips, and that's what the Toby grip delivers for me. So I've decided that with this bow and with the bow going forward that I order, I'm going to keep the Toby grip. I really like it. You'll notice as well on their original bows, they were doing beaver tail. Now, this is something new that they've been doing. It is bull shark leather. So I live here on the coast of North Carolina, so to me, that's just extra cool. I've swam with bull sharks. I love to spearfish. I love to scuba dive. So I've been around a lot of bull sharks. I just kind of have a connection with that. So I really like it. The major thing that I notice about the bull shark leather is I guess you would call it the tack. Your hand really sticks to it. I mean, your hand doesn't want to roll off of it at all. I hunt a lot in the rain. Still hunting in the rain is probably my favorite thing. I love sneaking up on deer, even turkeys. I love sneaking up on turkeys in the rain. I put a 300-yard stalk on a tom and 9 hens last year, and it's just one of the best things in the world. It's exciting, it's fun, but everybody knows that when you go hunting in the rain and you go to shoot, that your hand starts slipping off the grip and can cause some major issues. Now with this, I know that's not going to be a problem. So if it doesn't bother the bull shark in the water, it's not going to bother me up here on land if it gets a little bit wet, because it's made for it. That's the way God designed it. So this grip, like I said, is very tacky. It's not going to roll when it gets wet. Feels good and it looks good. So like I said, biggest part's looking cool. So well, we're going to get outside and shoot this thing a little bit. Like I said, I've already got it tuned up, shooting really, really nice. So we're bare shafting arrows at about 30 yards. Absolutely perfect. So like I said, if you guys want to demo a bow, you can go to blackwidowbows.com, and everything is self-explanatory through their website. Very good people to deal with. Go ahead and try it out, because once you try it, you're going to want to buy it. You might even want to keep it. So send them the money, and you might not even want your money back. You might just tell them, like I did with this bow, that hey, just keep the money. I'm going to keep the bow. I'm absolutely in love with it. So let's get outside and give this thing a couple shots, and I'll give you guys my honest opinion on the different aspects of how this bow shoots. All right, I've pretty much already said everything that I want to say about this bow. The beauty speaks for itself. I've shot it enough to know that it's extremely smooth. It's very quiet. I'm not sure if it's the extra poundage, the carbon, or just the Black Widow craftsmanship, but I like this bow much more than the 2 previous Widows that I've had. So it's shooting great, really enjoying shooting it, and man, it is zooming an arrow. Watch how fast it shoots this arrow. Flying.